the north, where the snow never quits, by glaciers and whales and cold Arctic bits, there lives a bird with a peppermint tail and wings made of frost in the first winter gale. It flutters, it flits through candy cane skies, the winter folly in holiday guise. From Seward, Alaska, so bold and so bright, to Seward, Nebraska, it flies through the night. It waits for the signs, gingerbread moons, icicles jingling and cinnamon tunes. Then off it goes with a flap and a cheer to bring Christmas magic.
Welcome everybody to another special Christmas episode of the People's Podcast, Carrick Rangers Football Club. I am your host, the one and only Uncle Rico, and with me as always are my co-hosts, Vance Like, Scotty Claus. What's up, fellas?
Merry Christmas.
Another holiday episode. I love it.
I did it last year. You guys just weren't a part of it.
We just got to make sure we don't hit a social iceberg on this episode.
Well, I'm fully ready to drive the Titanic right into that sumbitch and then push Kate Winslet right off that iceberg. Okay? Because screw that. There was room for two. I have just a quick beef. Okay? Jack.
Here
okay.
we go, man.
She just let Jack. Just lets him go. Like, there's clearly space for two people on that iceberg. Clearly. And she just lets Jack go. Like, oh, here you go. My one love. No. I'm not having it. If I'm Jack, I'm wiggling my way. I'm not necessarily pushing her off. I'm to make sure she can hang on. But that's besides the point. We aren't here to talk about the Titanic, Leo DiCaprio, or Kate Winslet. We're here to talk about the Carrick Rangers and their most recent match. That's the one. Their most recent match. So I'm sure the one and only Wonder Boy has got done with his acupunctures early, and he's already on the clips. Thanks for letting me introduce you, Steven.
He is.
It's like he was Steven, I want you to stop this highlight real quick so I can just let the audience in on the life of Steven Luker. It's like he was sniffing sugar before, like 30 minutes before the show, because I'm trying to just do my thing and all of a sudden my phone just starts blowing up. Bah, 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 bah. And that was the Steven Luker cue call for, hey, I actually pulled myself away from Hong Kong acupuncture on time. I want you guys to notice that. So he's on the ball today, folks. Be prepared. Steven, back to those highlights. Oh.
That's a sad clearance. Sad clearance. Hey, at least we're looking at Duncan, and we were looking at Coleraine here before we got on air. So at least we got the right highlights.
Benny was good with the ball all match long.
Mm-hmm. Look at that, you can hear the call. Danny! A little bit of a rough one here from Steele.
We dominated touches inside the box. Oh, this play here, I love this one right here. Boom, love that split with Benny Bang.
That's
one of my favorite plays of the year right there. It's beautiful.
I wish we were playing.
The quick read from Aiden to Stidham.
Is that Paul? Is that Paul sending it into Lecky there?
Another ambitious effort.
Very active second half, man, for sure.
Yeah, there certainly wasn't let up in either of the teams in the second half. That was nice.
Oh, so close.
Oh, lucky. Lucky.
Naked Matt.
Yeah, nice.
Nice clearance to the header. No, really.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the controversial call. Don't like it.
No, not at all.
I mean,
Good. Uh-oh. There we go.
Now, I liked how they didn't go into the bag and fought back. That one should have been a goal.
Yeah, that one got called back.
Yep. The Karate Kid roll too, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, he did that Mai Sukini little front roll there.
Mr. Miyagi. Nice.
Oh.
Look at 3 defenders. Nice job, Aiden.
Oh, you call that a mouse in that house?
Everywhere, all day long.
They're feeling it, and that's the dangerous part. Sometimes you feel it too much, and you do things like that.
Thank you, Gartside. Be there.
4 minutes out of time. 4 minutes out of time.
Oh.
I didn't even wait for you to stop announcing it.
What a ball and what a finish. That ball was
That was a nice crawl.
they're just throwing it at the net.
Lucky. I was going to say that'll do, huh? And there's the whistle.
And that is the final whistle. 3-3. It ends on a draw. And for those of you in the audience who weren't able to see the time, that equalizing goal happened in extra time. Yes. So it was a heartbreaking loss, or pardon me, it was a heartbreaking draw. But there were some good takeaways. So, Scotty, I'm going to send it to you first. Let me hear what your take is, and then Andy, follow him right up.
Yeah, I love the energy. Like, we did get to watch this game because the Germans over at One Football just decided to train wreck the feed again. Ever since I paid my $29, I've gotten about $3 worth of it.
Bunch of human centipedes over there.
The highlights were great though, and I think the highlights did a good job of telling the story, even though we didn't get to watch it. The energy, I did look a little bit at the stats. I didn't dive in and geek out as much as I normally did. We did have a lot of long balls, and I was looking at the percentage of them. And we dominated the touches inside the box. I think that penalty was crap. I didn't like the penalty. You take that penalty away and give us that one that should have been a goal. That should have been a 4-2 win. But I like the fact that we win. So you look at what the draw did for us, and it was like a win. That 1 point that moved us up from 10th to 9th, or excuse me, from 11th into 10th, ahead of Crusaders, despite the fact that we have 17 points, the same as Crusaders. We're winning the goal differential. So it's enough to put us with a tiebreaker into 10th, and that's huge. Because if the season ended today, guess who's playing in the relegation playoff and who isn't? So I like that.
Yeah.
So taking the positives out of it, you know, the draw, taking away a point was big for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely needed some points. So I'll call out the obvious now. Unfortunately, Rico, you and I were going 100%. We were up every time we won a game, and this is our first draw, but it's not a loss.
We're undefeated.
I guess we can say, you know, at least we're still bringing home points.
Hey, we bring home points. You know, views, points, it's all the same here, baby. It's cash money.
Cash money. Yeah, I mean, so staying with the topic of positives, you know, we've discussed how the feeling, at least from our end of things, felt like you would come into Taylor's Avenue and collect your 3 points and go home. I think, you know, having this game slam the door on that a little bit. One thing I really liked that I saw was, effort through the entirety of the game. You know, we absolutely left it out there this game. I think we had a couple of bad luck situations that took some stuff from us, and I guess that's part of the game too, but it is frustrating as all get out. But to have the performance from Steele off the bench was exceptional. And like you said, Danny was placing the ball well. We had a couple of good strikes, decent clears, but I still think we didn't follow up real well. So, you know, they were getting second chances, I think, on some of our clears, even though, you know, the idea was there. But yeah, you know, the point meant something to us, and they will continue to mean something to us through the rest of the fixtures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, there's a shout out on the YouTube chat from Andy. He wants to give a shout out to One Football in Andrea.
Absolutely. Attaboy, Andy. Way to bring that one home. You see that one up. I can see it right on the screen. Shout out to One Football in Andrea for all the great work they do.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And we have derailed.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I was going to make a comment, Scotty. You did make the comment about us being able to watch it. Like, I made the comment on one of the umpteen million feeds out there in social media land about, you know, is anybody else upset about paying for highlight reels? Because, man, I am. I'm tired of not watching games and not watching shootouts. But, you know,
I think I've gotten 2 games since I bought it 6 weeks ago.
Hey, it's a pretty good racket if you can swing it, you know. It's Madoff style. Like, hey, pay to this, and here's what we are telling you we're going to give you. It might be that, it might not. You're just going to have to wait and see.
I'm thinking about implementing that myself in some market I have no attachment to. Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. Just pay for highlights, you know. Why watch them for free when you can pay for them? Well, I'm sure the gaffer had some things to say, and I'm also sure that Stephen has the post-game presser with the old gaff. So, Stephen, if you don't mind, let's take it.
Stephen, free draw with Dunrell Swiss here today. Can I get your thoughts on the game, please?
Well, it's a game that we will be super pleased with how this team have performed. We were brilliant in the first half. The people that are probably watching the game from afar won't be aware of a 30-40 mile an hour wind. It was very tricky, very difficult conditions here to deal with, but we dealt with those conditions very, very well. We passed it good. We get into really good areas to score goals. We were disappointed with the first goal because we had a chance to clear the first header. We don't do it. We had a chance to clear a second header, and then there's a shot comes in through a crowd of players to score, and to concede so very early is always very disappointing, because the team was really fired up here today, and they were immense in their attitude about what they were doing, how they were doing it, against a very good Dungannon team on a great run. And we stuck to our task really well. We were patient. We played the stuff, got into really good areas, put them under a lot of pressure, and then fully deserved our equaliser. It was a beautiful move to score that goal and get ourselves back into the game. I thought they came out strong. They made a little change at half time, and for 15 minutes I thought they troubled us coming down the hill, and they passed it quickly. They have some very good players, but then for 30 minutes we took over. Once they got their goal at 2-1, we were really good. I thought Aidan Steele was super today, coming off the bench, having to come off early into the game early for Joe. His work rate, his clever runs into the box, and we take the lead. And the great disappointment here today in any game of football, no matter who you are, when you concede so very late on, you feel like you've lost the game, because we really deserved this. The 3 points here today, we've won that we want to see back. We think was over the line as well. So those are hers of disappointment for us in how this game has shook out. But our performance levels, which is what you must always look at, is how well the team are playing and what's going on around the football pitch and who's doing what. The levels were magnificent here today, and I was thrilled and delighted with them all. They were hurting so bad, and they're not getting the full 3 points, and that is the mark of a team that are doing okay.
As you say, battled very well, came back, from being behind twice. I suppose when you look back at it, you probably have to say you score 3 goals and you don't get the win. You probably have to look and think, why is that? Or defensively, the goals that were driven away are just costing us.
Well, I said to the team, because as I say, when you come in, whenever a final whistle sounds and you concede it very late on nearly in the last kick, when that happens, the emotions are so very high, and how the boys are all talking to each other, it can be difficult. But you have to remind people of what they did in the game, and put the positive spin on it around coming back twice behind to take the lead, and remind them of where they are and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and pull out those positives. This is a big boys league that we're all heavily involved in, and we have to work really, really hard every week for a point. As I say, this Dungannon team have had a super success with last year, or flying this year, and we were the better team by some margin here today, some margin. So that says a lot about where we are, I feel. And we've got to keep trying to turn these things into points, and that's all you can do is keep encouraging people to do well, do their thing, play their football, and hope that you get what you think you deserve in the end. And it'll be a tough period of time. You're playing some very good teams. Ballymena away next week will be a tough game. Then you've Larne, who are flying at the top of the league, coming here. So they're all massive games of football, but we're very competitive in what we're doing right now, and we've got to look after ourselves.
And is there any update on Joe Crow after coming off fairly early in the game as well?
He took a very severe knee into the rib cage, and when you lose your wind, as they say, in those moments, and you can't start running about, we'll have to get a little X-ray done on that to see if there's a crack in there. If you get a crack in the rib, that's a very painful blow, and very hard to play football in those, because it's your breathing apparatus. So we're just hoping that he's definitely moving around there very gingerly. He'll probably go now for an X-ray here tonight, and we'll just see how things will shake out. But disappointing if we lose him for a few games. You know, he's a stalwart of the team, great footballer. But again, that's the football business, isn't it? You know, you've got boys going over the line every single week for you, and it's a tough business. And we'll be doing everything we can to make sure we get as many fit people on the pitch as we can.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well put. So, do you guys have any takeaways from what the gaffer had to say? Scotty, then Van.
No, I like the update on Joel and the injury. He's always really positive. I mean, I think we could see it for ourselves. They dominated the match. You should have been 4-2. The only thing I'll say is going into Ballymena, it's another winnable game. They're at 20 points and we're at 17. So if we manage to win this game, it'll be 20 points for them and 20 points for us, but we'll move up to 9th because yet again the goal differential tiebreaker would be in effect. So it's big, man, if we can win this thing. And if you look at the results, Ballymena has only had one Premiership win since October 4th. And guess who they beat? Carrick. They blanked Lauren in the Irish Cup or whatever, but we're the last Premiership win they've had in October 4th. So it would be a great time to get revenge and move up to 9th.
Yeah, no kidding. Is this the one too? Like they've got a spectacular stadium that we profiled a couple shows ago. I mean, you know, no, it's not. Well, nonetheless, so yeah, I think circling back to something that Peter said last show, like I feel like from the arguably semi-professional level, maybe they struggle with motivation and things, you know, in the leagues. And he mentioned the same thing that Stephen did tonight, that you know, they're looking for enthusiasm, they're looking for drive, they're looking for emotion, they're looking for the boys to be excited for the wins and down for the losses and care about what the team is. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Peter even said like that he's, you know, seen teams where, you know, the team loses and the boys are on the phones immediately. Like there's just nothing. There's no life there. So, I mean, I can get behind that. I guess, you know, they're feeling good about what they've got going as far as, you know, moving forward. And there's one other specific, like technical thing I want to point out, Rico. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about formation, but I want to say that I saw 4-2-3-1 today, or I mean, in this game. And like, I personally am excited to see that because I felt like all our formations, now granted we were hurt, all that, but they just weren't very aggressive. We'll just say that. And so to see a more, you know, forward thinking formation says, you know what, we've got some people that we feel confident in. And when somebody big goes down like Joe, guess what? We've also got a little bit of a bench. So, I mean, I have to be positive about some of the outlooks going forward, you know, coupled with you know, the tightness. We've talked about the margin in the league. And so some of the tightness that Scotty just touched on, you know, these points, they do mean a lot moving up the tables. And so, you know, maybe the future's not so bleak going forward.
Absolutely. Well, it was tough to not come away with 3, but we got the streak still going. So I guess 1 is better than 0. So before we get into the next match, I've been hearing things about this supporters club. This supporters club and this contest for a supporters club logo. And if I'm not mistaken, this contest is going to end tomorrow, is it? I thought it was today, but has it been changed in the last 24 hours to tomorrow?
Well,
does anybody know? So you two have made logos, so feel free to let me know if my information is wrong.
Your information is pretty close.
Pretty close.
Midnight
we sound
last
a little
night.
gun shy. Cat's got some tongues here, so
How
about this? I won't put you guys on Front Street. Why don't we take a look at some of the entries? Can we do that?
Before we reveal the winner, right? Because we did get a winning logo. There's just one more detail that's supposed to be voted on tomorrow.
So, okay, so there is a winning logo.
There is a winning logo.
But the logo has a discrepancy.
I wouldn't say it's a discrepancy. I think it's whether or not we want to add the year 2025 to the logo to signify the year of formation of the International Supporters Club.
And
it's 6-7, Rico. It's 6-7.
How do you do that in I don't.
Really?
I don't know.
False on deaf ears.
I want to end up doing a gang sign. I should just stop.
Yeah, I saw you trying to go blood right there.
Yeah.
I saw that. High school, give me a break.
Anyway, please continue. Scotty.
Well, I would love to take a look at some of these entries and the winners.
Have Luther put up the one that got the least amount of votes, which I thought should have won the thing. I think that one right there should have freaking won.
Wow.
This was submitted by your very own Chris Van Slyke, and it got one solitary vote, and I think that one speaks volumes for what our mission is. It's a tragedy.
That may have been me voting for that.
Did you use Microsoft? Did you use Microsoft Paint for that?
Hey man, I wanted something authentic. I saw this AI and I was like, you know what? This is going out there. I even put copyright 2025. So this is the reality. So if anyone is like upset about, I don't know, voting procedures or whatever, maybe we can form a club and this can be our club and we can send out Google polls all we want on this under this shield here.
It may take me a minute, but I'm gonna have a coffee mug and a t-shirt with that on it.
Yeah, I was about to say two things. One, clearly it's rigged because that would have gotten at least 100 votes because it's amazing. And two, I 1000% agree with Scotty. Those should be made into t-shirts immediately. And put me down for 3 on that pre-order.
I mean, it almost looks like an Oakland Athletics logo. Like A is for athletics. I don't know, but whatever. I love it. It's a shame.
It's a travesty.
12th Ranger Soccer is fun. ISC. Well,
A is for athletics. So that's like a cheer that we made up for my son's league. And it was so ridiculous because, we got parents and kids and, maybe it's their first time. Maybe people don't even know what a goal is or a basket or a touchdown. And so it started for athletics.
We got people in the Facebook group that don't even know what a goal is. So don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. Agreed.
Okay, so we ready to look at the winner?
You have more? Oh, I thought we had more.
No, we're going to reveal we were going to reveal the winning logo.
Man,
we need drum roll.
What's the odds?
Boom.
Oh. Well, there you go.
It's quite
no buildup whatsoever. Here we are.
I
So-
mean, when you contrast the two, it's apples and oranges, you know. I could see the other one. I can see this one. This one's fantastic, but so is the other one. Scotty, what were you gonna say?
Now, underneath CRFC is where 2025 will go if it's voted on to be included onto the crest. If it's not voted in favor, then it's simply going to be what you see right there.
Well, I think first of all, it should be EST 2025, because if it's just 2025, it makes it look like it's just for that year. But if you do established 2025, I could see why that would be on there. Personally, I think it looks clean like this, but you know, what do I know?
Rico, I couldn't over exaggerate to you how passionate the discussions have exploded over the last 2 days over the date being added, period, and then even adding the EST or not. It's gotten a lot of attention and a lot of discussion. So,
Wow. I mean, that's
There's a
what
lot of
happens
emotion.
in
There's a lot of
2025.
feelings.
You know, you get Karens and Andreas and Tonys and whatever other kind of just yellow bellies. I mean, come on, people. It's a fucking logo. Give me a break.
Oh, there we go. We're off the platform. Knew it was coming. Oh my goodness.
can we
Cancel
do we have
Rico.
like a
I'm
5
sorry,
second delay?
okay?
Do you have a
Let's
5 second
call a
delay?
spade a spade. I wanted to keep this a Christmas episode, but that's ridiculous, people. Okay? Take it as it is. Move on. It's a great logo. Be happy you got that. Otherwise, I would just make Scotty's the logo. Go
Hey.
full circle and be like,
These guys even have little red hats on like me. The Lions.
yeah, I mean, it's beautiful.
It is.
So I'll call out Jared, and I'm sorry, buddy, I can't remember your last name right now.
Moultrie,
But
Jared Moultrie.
so did he build this one?
So here's what I liked about Jared is because this kind of looks like an original one I did too, and then there's another member that did one, and Jared even gave credit to another member for kind of taking his original design and building on a little bit. So you've got 2 or 3 brains in on this logo that are giving each other credit. So that's kind of the spirit behind what we're trying to hope everybody else can just let bygones be bygones on the rest of the argument. So good on you, Jared Moultrie and D.A. Dow and Coach V and some other ones.
Martin Benson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say is that if you want to go to one of the threads that has blown up, Jared put examples of all of the things that are going to be voted on right there. And, you know, personally, I care less, really. I think they're great and on we go. But I just really appreciated that, you know, that I didn't know if he built it or not originally, but just to be able to see those types of things. I don't know. We have some cool people participating in some neat things here, but yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say it like, look, these are clubs, man. Like these are volunteer. Everyone who's involved are volunteer, and you don't have to be a part. You can choose to participate in the way that is established, or you can choose to not. So we're going to vote on this one, and apparently based off of Jean's comments and another thread that well yours truly was on as well, there's a lot of commentary about, you know, the date, and man, it's something.
Yeah. Talk about a snooze fest. Good grief.
Well, a good shout out. Chris, you mentioned his name, but a shout out to Martin Benson. If you're watching, Martin, thank you very much. You are giving of your time. You've been very gracious in talking to me offline about what's going on with the debates, and appreciate you still being engaged with it. So anyway, our core is strong, and I'm not too worried about it. So beautiful.
Absolutely. quick. The line edge 5877. Hold your horses there, Bronco. Okay, we're gonna get to Boxing Day. We haven't even got to their next match. Okay, so let's pump those brakes. I got you. Don't worry. We're not forgetting Boxing Day. And I know I'm throwing some shade out at the group, but the honest part is, it's people that really care, and I'm not gonna necessarily knock on them for that. People get impassioned about the craziest things. How much they get impassioned about it, I may have take issue with, but the fact of the matter is, it's good that there's support out there and that people care. So, that being said, why don't we seamlessly transition to the next game on the slate for the Carrick Rangers? And that would be the away game. Away, I got it right this time. Pretty sure.
At the Ballymena Showgrounds.
Yep. I thought it was the Cocksmith Showgrounds. The Braidmen of Ballymena? Am I pronouncing that right?
Ballymena.
And they are the Braidmen. I suppose they all play with cornrows, which kind of seems like an HR disaster waiting to happen. But it's at 12:20, 3 p.m. Crown Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And guys, what do you think?
I thought, well, they're also known as the Sky Blues, and I see Braidmen now.
It's a true thing. Hands of the Bible. Okay, I had to look up Braidmen. I'm like, is that really what I think it is? Are they really a team where they sit in the locker room and braid each other's hairs and little ponytails and things like that? And that's what it says. Now, obviously, it could be Irish heritage stuff, old war stuff, real Viking, that type of thing. But for this segment, we're going to say that they're braiding their hair into pigtails. So,
but they do play at the Ballymena Showgrounds, 4,100 capacity, and it's, I mean, it looks like a good pitch, but the grounds doesn't look any more special than what we're playing at right now. So
now, is it Ballymena or is it Ballymena?
Ballymena.
Ballymena. So the Y is A.
Yeah, we got sent who was it? Jim from Northern Ireland sent us a little card with a breakdown of pronunciations, and I'm probably still screwing it up because I don't have the accent. But Ballymena.
Amazing. The Irish.
Ballymena.
I love it.
We'll just call them the Sky Blues or the Braidmen. You can't mess that up.
I can. But that's beyond the point. I mean, it's an important game. Obviously,
yes.
We need to take it. No question. And it'll be some momentum going into the Boxing Day broadcast.
Oh.
But do you guys have any takes on this game? What do you think? Predictions, lineups, whatever. Dazzle me.
Razzle dazzle.
I don't see.
Just like oh no, it's all good. So I mean, I want to see points. I mean, we gotta have points. We gotta step in there and we gotta perform. So I'd love to see another lineup like this. I'd love to see aggression like this. I would also love to see Aiden Steele starting, especially if Joe's unfortunately unable to. Sometimes, man, you've seen it across all the leagues. Like sometimes that young blood brings the spark that you're needing, and
gotta love that young blood.
and so yeah, I mean, whatever thought process I may have had is now exited. So what do you got for me, Scotty?
Well, who was it? Aiden Steele that did the front row after the last goal?
Miyagi.
I mean, that front roll, he's passionate, right? You don't go running doing a Maisu Timmy front roll if you're not excited.
Absolutely. That's a guy who's been waiting to get on the pitch, and he shined in his moment.
So
with a big goal. A big goal. and he said, "You know what? Screw Danny. I'm going full Miyagi. I'm doing the roll.
I don't
Tuck
think
and
that's
roll,
Miyagi.
baby."
Miyagi-Do karate didn't do that kind of stuff. They didn't do front rolls, man.
Bro, you don't know Miyagi
You,
like I know Miyagi.
you don't
He
leave
front
your, you
rolls,
don't leave,
he
don't leave your
front
seat.
rolls to dinner, bro. Okay.
Maybe Cobra Kai.
He catches flies with chopsticks. Okay. He front rolls to the table, chopstick. Yeah, right there. Fly done. I digress.
I don't know. They don't use bulletin board material in IFL, I don't suppose, like they do in college football. But if they were going to use bulletin board material, they're probably going to post our conversation about making fun of them being called braid men. So Ballamina's probably going to have some motivation for this game.
Yeah, I almost called them ballerina.
One's braiding their hair while the other one's trying to catch flies with chopsticks.
Couple of black swans out there, a pitch full of Natalie Portman's braiding each other's hair. Give me a break.
They literally are just going to create shorts and reels from this as their motivation for this game.
But this right here is motivation. And I don't know, I'm sure they cover this stuff, but if I'm a member of the Carrick Rangers starting 11, and other than the fact that I'm not being paid full time, I'm motivated to be there. I'm thinking that this game, this win, means a whole position moving up in the table. So there should not be any lack of motivation for our boys to get out there and, like Chris said, be aggressive. Like you said, the lineup, the strategy, that game looked different than the previous couple Baxter games. It just looked like they meshed well, like they knew what they were doing. Their formation looked tight. I like it. We talk about motivation, but that's what I'm looking at. If I'm a player, my performance is going to affect the outcome of this game. And this outcome of this game could mean moving up one more spot, which would be 2 moves up in the table in 2 weeks. What else could you be motivated for when your back's against the relegation wall? So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I'm still stewing on Miyagi, thanks to CRFC Fan Zone, who pointed out that it's actually Heatley, the old hound, who does the front roll celebration. So even more proof that it's a Miyagi and not a Danny.
Dude, Paul, the man.
I mean, talk about spry in that moment. Scotty's pissed, dude. He's like, they don't roll in karate. They don't do front rolls in karate.
Man, he said Miyagi-Do didn't, but Cobra Kai we do, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Look
Sweep
at
the
this.
legs, Johnny.
Wow.
Wow. Those are pretty sick. I would definitely spar in those. I would absolutely spar in those. Those are sick.
I have the rash guard to match, brother.
I like it. I like it.
This is a good spot to shout out, though. CRFC Fan Zone. Look, people that are interacting, like, we're happy to interact with you. Like, this is why we're the People's Club. This is why the People's Podcast. We're just gonna, we're gonna do our thing, and we're happy to have you along on the ride for sure. But I wanted to just make a comment back to the game, though. Like, one thing that jumped out to me that I guess I hadn't thought of, partly because we can't watch the games, but the weather has been a big factor. I mean, it has. It's been something they've been dealing with. They've had games that are canceled. So, I guess I kind of hope the weather holds out for the boys, but if not, I don't know. It seems like we're keeping our footing on the pitch better than maybe some other folks. And so, for what it's worth, I know they're dealing with the weather. That was super interesting to me to have Steven shout that out. I mean, that really puts a lot of damper on prep and warm up and, just even strategy. So, it's a valid comment and hopefully we're not dealing with that anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the beauty of having a couple of Eskimos in the starting 11. So get that sturdy footing on that cold pitch. So I would hate to forget this next part. Now, that's the next game coming up, but there's also another day coming up. Boxing Day. Boxing Day. I'm not seeing anything from the line edge. I figured if I said the word Boxing Day, there would be like a thumbs up emoji or, come on, buddy. Give us a little love. But Boxing Day is coming up, and it's a big one. It's at Old Taylor's, and it's against those bums from Larne. 12:26, 3 p.m. Markle time, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Markle time.
Town time? United Kingdom time?
Yes.
Either way, it's 3 p.m. over there across the pond. It's 10 a.m. over here if you're on the East Coast. And it's just it's going to be a good way to kick off Boxing Day. You know what I mean?
What do you got,
Boy.
Scotty?
I agree. Couldn't said it any better.
Or a good way to punch off Boxing Day. Get it? Even though it has nothing to actually do with boxing.
I'm looking forward to waking up at 6:45 in the morning, getting my coffee made, firing up my computer to onefootball.com and wondering if the feed's coming through or not.
No, you are missing it entirely. Both of you, shame on you. Peter Clark, our boy, is going to have everything up and running for HTN on the Boxing Day game, and we are going to see it, and we're going to experience it, and we're going to have opened all our gifts and been showered by all this amazing wonderment, and we're going to win against Larne, and we're going to come back here and be shaken celebration.
Shaken celebration. And Vance like celebration is not misplaced because he is right. HTN is covering it. That is the home team network. And they're going to be doing pre-match coverage a whole 15 minutes prior. So be sure to set your alarms. That would be 9:45 Eastern our time. And don't forget that plus.fan members watch for free, aka if you invested more than $200 in the Carrick Rangers. Otherwise, it's $8.99 a match, or you could get the season pass for a special holiday price of $39.99. Wow, a gift that keeps on giving. HTN is available on the internet as well as streaming platforms like Roku and Amazon Fire.
Hey, Rico, what do you get for $39.95? Is that all Carrick Rangers games or every league game?
Piss off, Bronco. I don't know. I just read the damn thing. HTN's lucky I even gave him such a wonderful plug.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. I have no idea. I just wanted to sound professional for a second and give props to something that you guys care about,
And I know
Personally, I don't give a shit, but you guys care about it, so I care about it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that too honest? Sorry. Well, I guess there's no better way to segue out of this, or should I say, try to get the trains back on the tracks, because it derailed long ago. It derailed in South Ireland before it even got close to Antrim. So I'd like to do a little something. It's that time of the year, and I myself, as you can see, and the decorations behind me, the hat on Scotty's head, it's Christmas time. And I love Christmas. As you can see, I've got my Carrick Rangers ugly sweater. Thank you, AJ. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for all the shushing and the plotzing and the stemming and the Christianas and the hot butter drum, light on the butter. But I'd like to do a little Christmas trivia, if you guys would indulge me. Are you good with that?
Let's go.
Okay. Well,
Whoa.
I guess we could start off light and then we'll get heavy. Okay. You guys there?
I'm here. Let's go.
We're here.
Alrighty. First question is gonna be for Van Slyke. Van, in Northern Ireland,
Oh,
what is a vegetable served at a traditional Christmas dinner?
Potato.
I suppose that would work. Technically, yes. Not the one I was looking for, but technically that would work. The answer, actually, was Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
I was going to
not
go
at all
cabbage.
like it's-
Cabbage. That would have been a good one. That's what carnies eat, or smell like, I should say. All right, Scotty. I'll give you a chance to answer this, and if you can't get it, then I will pass it over to Van. The second question is, how many reindeer are on Santa's sleigh?
9.
9. Bonus question, can you name them all?
Hold on, I'm trying to think of that little jingle we learned as a kid, right?
That little jingle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Come on, you got kids, don't you?
Donner, Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Rudolph. Oh boy.
One more. It's another name for a harlot.
4?
Yeah, I was going to say another name for a whore, but
Well,
I
Harlot.
actually tried to clean it up. Vixen.
Oh, I just thought that meant beautiful woman.
Yeah. Sure.
Vixen.
I mean, technically it does, but, you know, Vixen also has some rough terms. Now, I'd love to read your WhatsApp little chat right there because I could see some arguments about it actually being 8 and Rudolph not being a part of the original 8. So I would have accepted 8 as an answer. So anybody out there listening that really has an issue with adding Rudolph, I apologize, but you're free to talk about it in your free time. Question number 3. Van Slyke. I'll give it to you. And then if you can't get it right, Scotty will have a chance.
Dude, this music. Yeah.
Where did Saint Nick have his humble beginnings?
What?
Where was Saint Nick born? Where is Saint Nick originally from?
I think I'm gonna go with my usual answer. Last time I believe it was an entire century. This one will be the Northern Hemisphere.
Wrong.
Southern Hemisphere. Dang.
Scotty. And I'm not looking for hemispheres. I'm looking for an actual place. Not roughly, not, the 1700s. I'm looking for a specific place. Scotty, where does Saint Nick originally hail from? Come on, Google. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oslo,
1.
Norway.
St. Nicholas? British.
Wrong. The answer is Turkey.
Oh, wow.
Istanbul.
Turkey is where St. Nicholas is originally from. Fun story about him. He was a very giving man. And the story of St. Nick is there was a father who had 3 daughters who had not been married yet. And they were in threat of becoming spinsters. So he prayed for money so that he could have a dowry to get rid of his daughters or get them married. And St. Nick showed up with gold and got his daughters out of the house. And that is the true story of Christmas.
Wow. That's one I didn't know.
Yep. I'm full of
And-
useless information.
I was going to say, and because it's from you, 100% believe that's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I have no reason to lie. When you're shame-free, lying is not something you need to do. Well, we've got question number 4, and I believe it's Scotty's turn.
Can't even remember. I'll take
Let's go.
I'll take it. Oh, no, yeah, I had to pass to you.
You
Because
had the
the
first.
Northern Hemisphere didn't work.
Yeah, you answered the last question, Northern Hemisphere. So I think you need to take a break for a question. You may get a chance, but what, Scotty, is the gift given on the second day of Christmas?
Oh, okay. First day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. 2 turtle doves.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Correct. 2 turtle doves is the
Whoa.
answer.
Whoa.
Bonus question. What do the 2 turtle doves signify?
Friendship.
That is correct.
Oh,
It is friendship. According to Home Alone 2, Lost in New York,
Exactly.
it
Exactly.
signifies everlasting companionship because young Macaulay Culkin gives it to the pigeon poop lady in the park.
Yes.
Wow.
there it is.
Bonus question. The pigeon poop lady. What Disney movie was she in where she played a protective foster mother opposite Danny Glover, aka manager Mel Black? Here's a hint.
It was a baseball movie called Angels in the Outfield, baby.
That is correct. 3 for 3. Scotty hammering it down. I love it. Well done, sir. All right, Van Slyke. This next one's for you.
Oh, we're still going. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we've got a couple more.
Yes.
Get ready. You're going to like this one. In the Frank Lozier Classic, Baby It's Cold Outside, what did Dean Martin really put in that drink?
Well, Mickey Finn, of course.
That could be correct. I'll give it to you. I personally think it was hot apple cider and rum, but if it was Puff Daddy singing that song, the question or the question would have been, what didn't he put in that drink? Because that guy liked to party, particularly with baby oil filled with ketamine. That guy was a real monster. All right.
He's still alive.
He's
So you know.
still kicking. All right, Scotty, this one's for you. Who is Black Peter?
Who is who?
Black Peter.
I don't know, man. White Paul's brother. No idea.
No idea. Final answer.
You should call
Well-
the Swedish guy I called last time.
Black Peter is somebody who the Dutch believe was Santa's cigarette-smoking hitman who would kidnap naughty children on Santa's command, tying them up in a burlap sack and taking them all the way to an ocean liner in the Mediterranean Sea. then hanging them up in a cargo hole and beating them for the rest of the year with a stick until they started to behave properly. And then after a year of burlap sack stick beatings, he would then return the reformed children to their homes, a more behaved version.
I should have known that.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't. Fun fact, every year, the Dutch partake in maybe the most horrendous celebration you'll ever see. It's 10,000 Dutch people, from kids to adults, dressed up in blackface.
Nice. You ain't Dutch, you ain't much.
Yep.
Unslate.
Yep. Good
Those
job,
are the
Dutch.
things that we are known for, right? Yes.
Yep,
That
they
is-
all put
that
on
is
blackface and
delightful.
go outside and celebrate the coming of Black Peter. It is a social
Sight to
justice
behold.
nightmare.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Yep. So, go Dutch.
Go Dutch.
All right. Few
I've
more.
been. You've got more.
Just
He's
a
got
few.
more.
Just
got
a
more.
few.
We're on overtime. I'm gonna have to get paid overtime now.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I've been distracted by my special guest here. He's dying.
I'll just take a free
Not ready to take me
subscription
out.
to the home team network. You know,
Okay, we'll make this quick. Both of you can answer this. What is the greatest Christmas movie of all time? What is the greatest Christmas movie of all time?
are serious? You want a serious answer?
I literally already just posted this. Like, not even a question. It's Gremlins. Hands down. Gremlins.
Wow.
When I think
Didn't see that coming. Gremlins. I like
I
it though.
disagree. I can't go a Christmas season without watching Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer, man.
Another classic. Both of you, unfortunately, are absolutely wrong. The real answer is White Christmas with Bing Crosby and
Oof.
Danny Kaye. That
Good
is
one.
an absolute banger. Every time
Good one.
puts me right in the mood. You can't not smile and laugh when you watch that and get the Christmas jollies. But both
My
of yours
wife
are
would
actually
agree.
really good selections and ones that I
Share
watch.
a
every
few
year.
laughs.
My
Ooh,
wife would
there you
agree
go.
with you, but I like A Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life was my favorite serious movie, but
Oh, I love that's number 2 on my list. I get
busted
all
out
5 of
Rocky.
yours, but we are technically in overtime, and there is something I'd like to do. But before that, I'd like to turn it over to you guys. Get some parting thoughts, some parting words, anything you'd like to get off your chest. Scotty, you can go first, and then Van Slake, you lay it on me.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, but Merry Christmas. Get on the Facebook group tomorrow and vote for whether or not to add the date to the logo. And don't take yourself too serious in the new year. And please don't fire me. I need this job.
Yee.
To survive. He needs it.
Van Slake,
There we go.
dazzle me.
Only thing missing from tonight's show is Cousin Eddie. Nice. Yep. Agreed. No, I was gonna say I got a special guest here that I was distracted from my answers because I got attacked by the Grinches here. I heard somebody out there said that they were gonna boycott the show if they didn't see the Grinch.
Come
so here
on,
we are.
Grinch time.
The man is in the flesh. Thank you
Hey.
very much.
Merry Christmas, buddy. What can you give the audience? I mean, there's millions watching right now, literally millions watching. What do you have to say to them?
What's up?
That's the perfect answer. There we go. And it's the Grinch, ladies and gentlemen. What up?
All serious all the time here
I
in
love
Arctic
it.
Antrim.
I love
all
it.
serious all the time.
That's my guy right there. Shout out to the Grinch. Those
So
are
yeah, I'll share a couple of notes. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the floor. there's a couple things. I don't know, AJ may kill me for this, but there's a couple really exciting things coming. I think at this point we can call ourselves Bleacher Brothers, right? We are Bleacher Brothers. So coming soon to a hometown near you, potentially in the future, 2026 and beyond, you may see a Bleacher Brother at one of your local MLS games, because we are licensed and we can cover those games, and that has been something that has been pretty impactful for some of our members currently, providing some great material and having some incredible opportunities with that. Secondly, in 2026, we are moving towards, how did he describe it? Moving towards a more soccer-centric network. So you'll be seeing a lot of focus on football, both on this side of the pond and the other. We probably are going to see some programs, some shows, but certainly a lot more soccer we're going to talk about. And, we're just super excited about it. Yep. And lastly, rest in peace, Jan. My mother-in-law did pass this week. My mom's home to be with the kids, and my wife is home, and we're just so happy to have her. But, this season can come with a lot of pain for a lot of families as well. And just want to say, there's a lot of us out here, and there's still a reason to celebrate the season. And God bless y'all.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to point out, from Bleacher Brothers' official account, Bleacher Brothers is not responsible for anything that the hosts of this show say or do. And that's probably because I know the reason he's switching to soccer is because football makes him want to blow his brains out. So no shocker that we're going to soccer, and we can't wait. Now, guys, that was beautiful. And, your spirits are so giving that I'd like to give something back too. Christmas is a time of year to reflect, to spend time with loved ones, and to be reminded of the blessings we have. Now, I understand for some, it is also a hard time of the year, with constant reminders of loss and struggles that don't retreat once the silver bells start ringing. That is why it is up to us, their friends and neighbors, relatives or perfect strangers, to lift up these people and help them make new memories, ones of kindness and compassion, laughter and generosity. Not everyone behaves like the animals we see, either on our favorite shows and streaming services, social media, nor the news channels we consume. We all have more in common than we do differences, and we must never forget this. But unless we make the effort to recognize these commonalities, we will continue screaming at each other, yelling at each other, and hurting each other. And ultimately, what I fear most is we, as the good people, we still are in this moment. And Christmas, as it is today, will become but distant memories, one that no one will be around to remember. This has always been the one time of year where we, as a people, a community, a society, were encouraged to share and be joyful with our fellow man and woman. The harvests would be pulled in, and the townspeople would celebrate a year's worth of hard work with a grand feast and celebration. Even rivals and embittered neighbors would share a table to become one. As the whole of the community, no matter the quarrels, the ones that seem so dire in the moment, but were really oftentimes silly and overblown, they would sit by a hearth and share in revels. This time also reminded them how they each relied on one another, trusting in one another. And if they were to survive the cold winter months ahead, they would have a better chance doing so together than alone. 2025 has been a wild one, folks, full of mountainous highs and devilish lows. And although it doesn't seem it, there are still good people, holiday-loving people out there. standing on every street corner, sitting inside every shop. Be joyful, knowing that not all is lost. But we all must still do our parts. We must not let Christmas fade away, nor its values. So cherish the time spent with your loved ones this year, because time is the one thing that is never guaranteed. Hold the door for someone, say Merry Christmas to a stranger, give a hug or a smile or a pat on the back to someone who looks like they could use it. And if you know they're alone at the holidays, invite them to a party or a dinner. You'll never know what a random act of kindness can do for someone's soul. But I promise you this, it matters. Celebrate in community, for without community, none of us would be here. And while the sights and sounds, the smells and the gifts during Christmas are all amazing, it would be nothing without the people we share them with. So as I prepare for my long winter slumber, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. And as a special treat for the Carrick faithful, a poem. I present ye Christmas poem, 'Twas the night before match day. It was the night before match day, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The kits were all hung in the lockers with care, in hopes that St. Gaffer would soon be there. The Rangers were nestled, getting their pre-game meds, while visions of trophies danced in their heads. Michael in his kerchief and I in my 10-gallon had just toasted a glass like that drunk Jimmy Fallon. When out on the pitch arose such a clatter, I jumped out of my chair to see what's the matter. I spilled golden suds on my new Christmas sweater. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate it. Which makes a great gift. Just read the newsletter. No lie, guys, I'm talking premium quality here. And it makes an amazing gift. Will it get there by Christmas? Well, I don't know. But Christmas miracles happen every day. So just go to www.carrickrangers.co.uk and click the club shop link. Now back to 'Twas the night before match day. The moon on the breast of new fallen snow sounds awfully perverted, but we'll give it a go. Now those aren't my words, they're from the real song. I'm just foolish enough to say, because I've been smoking my meat. I've been smoking my meat. Actually, it's a roast. Roast pheasant and duck, to be exact. You layer one into the other. It's delicious. They call it a fuck. Pheasant and duck. So, don't believe me, just Google it. No, wait. Don't do that. Remember, kids, if you're listening, never ever use the internet without parental supervision. The boys are all lax, the room full of laughter, when in bursts a spry and determined St. Gaffer. The players he envisioned for this winter game, he whistled and shouted and called each by name. On Garside, on Jimmy, O'Malley and Luke, on Clucas and Stoddy, let me take a second look. Now Gibby, now Heatley, now Scotty and Luckers, and anyone else who's a favorite of Becker's. Like dry leaves that fly in a hurricane's wind, we must help AJ hit his parlay with another Rangers win. We'll crash through the gates like stags on a farm and take a big shit on those fakers from Larn. Just kidding, boys. We hope you have a great holiday too. I'm actually American. I don't really have beef, but I'll bleed for this flag and the fans that I meet. So to tell all of Northern Ireland, their towns big or small, from the People's Podcast, Merry Christmas to all. Good night, everybody, and Merry Christmas.